of money a lot of corrupt people have been holding on to because of blockchain. Mark my words, 10 years from now, we'll be living in a different economy because of blockchain. Not because of cryptocurrency, because of blockchain. Because of the accountability, digital accountability of that. Once you guys have your NIM wallet set up, the Fluffer site has the rest of the instructions for you. You're going to put in code ARFUSE. There's 4 people back in California right now. Every time they see your account come through with ARFUSE, they're going to put 500 Fluffer tokens in your account for you. So ARFUSE is the code.
Are you spelling?
ARFUSE. ARFUSE. Alpha Romeo Foxtrot Uniform Sierra Echo. ARFUSE. ARFUSE. ARFUSE.com. Augmented Reality Fuse. ARFUSE. And I'm going to come around the room and help you guys with your wallets. Yep, any name is fine. Aaron, you are hooked up. So now Fluffer, so you're going to put in your code. Down, yep, 0xN, that's right. Yep, I'll come back around again. So create. Yep. Guys, this will always be your wallet. You can store your Bitcoins, your Ethereum, anything you want. But today we're going to start out with Fluffer coins. Yep, don't let me see your private key ever again. That's what I'm alright, Yep. So private key, name, you don't want to enter your private key right here. Because we're not entering in another account. You want to get that right there adds another account. Make up an account that you might need to go that way. What you got? Oh, you're already set up. So you're going to go to accounts. You're already set up. 0xN, yep, you're right. So I just want you guys to get to this part.
Oh, so just the NIM thing, right?
Yeah, we need to get you my crypto. Oh, here, I'll set you. Yep, correct. Referral code ARFUSE. And then show the other people how to do that too.
Okay.
ARFUSE.
The AR is what you said?
No, it's just, it doesn't matter what you put. I got people, they know that you guys are doing this today. Yeah, you can do all lowercase or upper if you want, just ARFUSE. Oh, no, you have to go on the website. Yeah.
Are you
registered?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
where'd you go on the website?
I just need you guys to get out here. Sam? Alright, hey, Sam's going to help you finish up the rest. On this side, Sam, you're in charge. Sam, can you be in charge now? Thank you. Guys, Sam's in charge to help you with the rest of creating your app and getting the code put on the website. Over here, just Shunomi and myself will be in charge. Alright. So help them at that table and I'll help you guys out here. You're already set up. Go to the website. Sam is already doing it, and you're going to the Fluffer website and put an ARFUSE so they can put money in your wallet for you. Yeah. You're going to put an ARFUSE and click send. That's it.
Okay, and I leave that.
Yep.
Do we need to register?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to register. No. But if you want to, you can. And there's a button you gotta hit. Oh, Fluffer, I know it's a big ass one, so yep. And then just follow that process. Oh wait, oops, I think you need to register. Yeah.
So
No, he said it doesn't matter.
Yep, and then go to the Fluffer website and click register. Yep. So once you guys do the register, basically we have 4 dudes back there that are going to see your accounts and then put the money in your wallets for you. That's why they need you to register.
No. Scroll down. Right, scroll on down there. We're just in the box.
And then once you guys are all set up with the last person, I'd like for you to, if you're not completed now, raise your hand if you're not done. So some of you? Okay, cool. Let's take about 5 more minutes, and then everyone should have their NEM wallets successfully set up, registered, and then you'll start seeing that money pop up in your wallet over the next day.
Yes, and not come back.
And then you're going to need this wallet if you guys win the hackathon, because we're putting carrots in there. Right now you're getting fluff, which is a little less valuable than carrots, but it's still very valuable. Winners are going to get carrots from Fluffer. Right now, everybody just gets solid. At least it's something. I mean, I think it's like at least $100, $150. You can run the math conversion on it. They already went through tokenization, so their value is there. Are you guys all set up? Do you guys get how the wallet works? It's a transactional wallet. You get that? You get how it's a transactional wallet? Nothing's saved anywhere. It's just passing through based upon the public key and the code, QR code. So it's that code that's being passed through. So you get a sender receiver and you get a transactional. That's what I call a triplicate on blockchain. There's 3 codes. Yep, correct. It's a very long string. Yep, correct. You can just leave it like that because as soon as they see the referral code, they are fused. They know to put 100 in their account for you. Yeah, of course. I'm teaching about the wallet. Oh, just ignore that. Just put in ARFUs because you're not buying any. Your referral code ARFUs. This is because right now we're in pre-sale. ARFUs. ARFUSE. And then just click continue. You don't have to buy anything. That's for the people buying it. We're giving it to you guys for free.
All right.
It doesn't matter. That's for the people buying it. We're giving it to you guys for free. So that's because right now people are buying our currency. I think, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
On the TV. Go to the one, well, a server is going to do that, the NIM wallet server. So you have to go to the Shelter website, register, did you do that? You gotta use it. Did you do that? Click send. So now the next thing you're going to do, you're just going to see money pop up in your wallet. That guy should be waking up, what is it, 8 back in California right now? About 2 hours he'll be waking up.
Yeah.
They usually wake up by 10.
They're still getting their money.
Yeah. So then you'll just see money popping up in your wallet. So just keep checking back. It's going to say 1 XEM coin. And that 1 XEM coin is going to have the value of X amount of whatever fluffer is, based upon the value of that coin that day. So you guys are about to jump on the Bitcoin train just via XEM on altcoins, which it's where you want to be, because it's the ground level.
How does it connect our app to
Yeah.
the information we put on the internet?
I don't think you guys get it yet.
No, you're right.
Guys, this isn't an app. This is weaponized commerce transactions. You have digital cash on your phone. Yeah.
Can you tell me what you mean by weaponized?
There's nothing stored. All right, so right now for me to send you money,
Right.
all right, I'm a vendor, you're a customer.
Right.
All right. I'm a gas station, let's give an example. I can take cash or credit. Already there's 2 different price points you pay for the same product. Do you agree on that? All right, I could go on all day about this. But even when I go and make my purchase, let's say that's even sloppy way to buy. I have to use a credit card to swipe it through a machine. That machine sends information to a centralized data center. You guys know what that means? A centralized data center for tracking, right? It's 1 computer, 1 fight. It's for everybody. Well, it's a big old target for hackers to hit, right? Yeah. So, option 2. You paid me cash. All right, I took your cash. Maybe I stole it after you left, and I didn't give it to my manager at the end of the night. And now, our government, we talked about that scenario a second ago, and I'll answer your question in a second. I gotta add more dollars in because you stole it, or he stole it, you know? And now I've inflated my own currency. So we've proven 2 things. Storing data, not good. Paper currency, well, you can't trust the humans. So this wallet you have on your phone right now, there is something being stored, public keys. So you're confusing what you typically see in a banking app, which is what you guys want to feel like right now, but you're not getting that feeling. And this feeling, it's going to go away in a day or 2 when you realize what's going on. And then you can never not unknow that knowledge again. I guarantee you a week from now, everything you guys do AR, VR, you're always going to be hooking in your NIM wallets to it as a solution. Because users, they want that stuff. You guys are locked away here in school. I was locked away in my lab for so many years. They didn't catch me up until they found me. Now I get it. In fact, we've invented something into the space to take it to the next level. We're not talking about that today. But you and myself only have public keys that we're giving each other. So this app doesn't need to know anything other than username, password, how many coins are in there, and then what QR code is it going to. Nothing else needs to be there because that in itself is a fuse. It's a fuse that only becomes this whole commerce system when the transaction has to happen. So I want to do a transaction with you right now. You activate half of my NIM wallet. I activate half your NIM wallet on the server through multiple connected devices. You can't hack that, you can't cheat that. But that's also why it sounds so confusing, because we're sharing our data with thousands of other computers to do a transaction, but because it's a public key, they have no idea who is who and who's doing what. But it's all stored in blockchain, sender, receiver, transactional ID for anyone following that currency to pull. So now say 10 years from now, let's say, I hope this never happens to anyone in the room, but let's say someone gets murdered. Let's say 10 years goes by, your NEM wallet ID was at your safe at home. I'm your loved one. I have the code to your safe. I open up that safe, I type in that code into blockchain. Guess what? Every single purchase down to a penny for the past 10 years, all loads right there. That's where your bank statement comes from, but you share it with everybody. Because it's this ID that's shared with everyone, is how this works. And that's why there's never going to be a housing crisis again. It's impossible. You cannot mess this up. Apply that to your VR and your AR projects. I don't want you guys to drop out of school, but the money's really good. It's really good. And you just got to teach people how this stuff works. Now today, you guys know at least day one knowledge of what a crypto wallet is. I highly advise you guys, go to YouTube, what WTH NEM wallet, right? And just watch videos. What is Bitcoin? You guys have Netflix in this room? I know you do. You guys are this cool.
You're talking to students.
Yeah, so you guys want to watch, there's 2 movies right now on Netflix for Bitcoin. Go and watch them. All right? That's enough for crypto. Let's get into operating.
Oh wait, but you were going to tell me what you meant by weaponized.
Weaponized?
When you say we weaponized, that sounds like you're
To take a weapon, it means to have control, right? Over
Okay, so
something that wants to control you.
Okay.
So
Yeah, can we agree on that?
Yeah, because like the internet put power back into the individual
All of
by
us.
sharing information.
We have a weapon now.
Yeah, so blockchain puts the power back to the individual by allowing us the freedom to truly control our own financial assets.
Okay.
Versus like, okay, for example, my friend from South
Come up here
Korea,
and stand. Come up here and stand. Tell them.
one of my good friends, he's an Egyptian from South Korea, and he tries to send money back home to Egypt, but sometimes Western Union cuts his transaction and they freeze his money for like a month because his name's Muhammad, and they think he's a terrorist. Or if you have like some outstanding debts with the government, if you did some error filing your taxes, and you know they say you owe like $5,000 to the government. They can stop your checks, they can stop your banking account, they can do whatever they want to you. You know, like people in charge can control your money, but now they can't control your money because you're the one in full control of your money.
All right, so we're using weaponized to stand in for.
Because you have it now, not them. There is no more bank. There is no more thank you. There is no more bank. There is no more government. There's no more one computer for all these kids in here to go hack one night because they get bored and they want to prove something to some girl they're dating, like, or they just want to make money. You can't do that anymore.
Like with the Equifax hack, everybody's personal information was stolen from the Equifax.
Imagine if Equifax used blockchain. None of your social securities would be within the Chinese control right now, or the Russians. Because blockchain, your information would have been stored as a public key. I don't know who that is. It could be President Trump. It could be Vladimir Putin. It could be, who knows? It could be me. Who knows? It could be you. Who knows?
So our password is our private key?
Your password is your private key. Never share that with anyone. The private key is so that you can recall back that public key whenever you want. That private key is the other half of your password. Your public key and your private key, cut it down the middle. Half of that is the public's password. The other half is your password. Don't ever show anyone your private key. Because unless you're, if you only keep $100, like right now, today I give you guys $100. You'll learn this in the future. I really didn't do this for you. That $100 when you go out in town, if you get $100 stolen from you, you probably don't care, right? But that's exactly the same. It's digital cash. So as soon as that key is gone, the digital cash is gone. There's no calling someone. There's no customer service. There's none of that. This is all, the power is in your hands, and all those mining rigs I told you guys about before. One second. You guys gotta see this to believe it. These rigs I'm about to show you, this is what's changing the web here. Let's see. All right, guys. Do you know what this is? You guys know what this is?
Mining rig?
This is a mining rig. I'm running 8 Titan. I'm running 8 Titan XP 1080 Ti cards running a 3 million hash rate on a single gaming board. On a single gaming board, running 3 1,000 watt boxes, 3 outlets, 2 breakers, making about $4 grand a month of Bitcoin. I'm running altcoins though. I'm running XCM and Ripple. So I can get them cheap, and the transaction reward payouts are still really good. This machine cost $17,500 to make, only because I went expensive on the cards. These are NVIDIA cards. These are meant for high-end gamers. Yeah, so remember, the whole thing we didn't talk about yet, and this is going to make sense to you now, is that you asked before, where are things being stored, how are the transactions being stored. You see this mining rig right here? There's thousands of these out there in the world, thousands of them. I got one of them. People are making them. Let me just kind of show you. For those in here that are building computers, you can kind of get what's going on. It doesn't look like your regular computer. Sorry, this is my whole little. When I say weaponized, this machine is letting us go around the banks and the government. This machine is a part of a network of thousands of other machines. Some may not be as good as this one. Some may be like, wooden, whatever, with some crappy GPU card in it, but it's making some kind of money. Maybe that developer picks a good altcoin, 2 years from now, joke's on you. He's Jordan Belfort stacking up them penny stocks on these cheap Ripple coins, and then the banks pick it up. All of a sudden, one day they make their announcement, haha, now you're sitting on 10,000 Ripple coins that were only a penny or two a piece. You're mining them off of CoinPot on your laptops. Now all of a sudden you went out and bought yourself a home. And you paid off your salary maybe.
So to put that in perspective, I had Ripple coins when it was 20 cents a piece.
I bought it at 90 cents.
Yeah, 20 cents a piece, but today maybe it's close to $2. So the decimal point moved over twice.
It's $1.65, but
right.
Don't get too excited.
Right. So
got it at 3 cents.
Yeah, regardless of what I put in, whether it's 1,000 or whatever, the decimal points on that moved over 2 points.
Good for you. So you can get these coins cheap. But here's the thing: we are the developers in this room. This time, money being made belongs to us. This time it does, because we in this room, you guys haven't seen it yet because you're still in the schoolhouse. We are in charge this time. We are using blockchain. The humans can figure it out from there. Banks are already buying into Ripple. Companies are already changing their name to Block. And their stock prices are skyrocketing through the roof. Because, hey, stockholders, all of a sudden, now we're not shady anymore. We're going to be accountable. We're going to put all of our investor reporting on the block. Oh, okay. Can't cheat that. So apply that with your VR and your AR tasks. What are you guys going to do? Because that's what the rest of the world's doing. What the schools, they're teaching you guys a few years back. Because, by the time professors find out, keep up with things, you lose sight of where the market is. That's why they bring people in to talk to you guys, right? Probably they're a lot more legit than me, that's crazy. But at least we're on the front lines and we see this stuff. I'm trying to tell you guys, get it in your head, learn about crypto. Don't delete your NEM wallets off your phones. That's real money that's now on your phone. It only takes 3 weeks. You guys are going to be more passionate than me, because by the time it starts clicking what's going on, you're going to be like, wait a second, we're in control this time? And this is accurate and accountable, and the governments are already moving into it because they know it's accountable. They can't play these games with us anymore. We're about to move into a whole new era of time. Now graphics cards are better, memory is better, batteries are better, the device in your hand is way better. Now you can do AR and VR. You don't need crazy chips in the phones. You have to pray for crazy chips in the phones like we did 8 years ago. They're there right now today. You got companies like ours with plugins going into Unity. Well, it's a mining tool. You got companies like ours putting their plugins, needing access to augmented reality. It works like this. We get through this part. You guys take time later tonight, go on the Fluffer website and look at AR View so you can see how we're set up here, or just go over to our actual website, candylab.com. Yeah, and you can kind of watch this video. Have you guys seen this yet? You guys know what location-based augmented reality is? This is what it is. She's holding her phone up. We're going to tie this into crypto in a second. We launched this campaign in El Paso, Texas, back in 2012. She's holding her phone up. We took Creative Liberty. She's seeing the coins floating. You guys know them as Pokestops? So you see, the coffee shop put a coin outside, which brought her in to buy a coffee. Beacons on the back of the model. She's able to see this bubble and see this value add for this dress, or get rewarded some cryptocurrency for simply trying it on. because you tap the beacon that said I'm trying it on. And they would authenticate that in the store with a management app. But everything's accountable now. And all that data flows back up to who made that dress. Who's trying it on, who's not, who's interacting with the beacon nearby with the app, who's not. Yeah, and so before, guys, we were using location-based augmented reality for marketing apps. So I already had this idea of using tokens in AR. That you'd collect them and it would store in your leaderboard. And then the leaderboard would be used for, during that campaign, what would 10 coins be good for? What would 100 coins be good for? Now, because of NEM Wallet, we got rid of our leaderboard, brought the NEM Nano in, white labeled it, partnered with a crypto company, did a little bit of magic on the APIs, added a couple more tables, a couple more databases. Now we're launching a plugin where you get all of those coins as people collecting them. It's their NEM Wallet in the app. See, imagine that NEM Wallet was in Pokemon Go. Imagine the NEM Wallet was in Pokemon Go. And every one of those stops you guys are going to, all those hours you guys are wasting, joke's on you, they made a bunch of money off you guys. But you could have made it with them. They would have said, sprinkle some cryptocurrency in there. And I guarantee they come back like crazy. We now have 4 patents on that. We've already teamed up with them through Fluffer because they're the same company. Guys, I'm telling you, we're in control this time. Learn this blockchain. Learn it as if when you graduate college, you never have to work for anyone again. You work for everyone in the world. The block is your matrix. If you want to get weird movie-like, but that's what it's called, it's the block. It's a movie reference, but this block is this thing that is empowering the people. As long as these can stay online, those machines. All right, without further ado, I'd like for any of you to talk about a current AR project, VR project that you're working on, and then I'd like for us to do what our professors want us to do and carry out small group activities on bringing some sort of a solution to the problem placed in your bags. I wanted to teach you guys about crypto. I wanted to teach you guys about location-based augmented reality, beacon-based augmented reality. I went crazy on the crypto. I can take 5 minutes and brief over our own core technology. And then from there, I think it would be a great idea to have questions and answers. I can tell you where to apply for funding, where you should be right now, f6s.com. I can tell you what accelerators and incubators to apply for. You got one just north of you, Arch Grant. Arch Grant's $50,000, non-dilutive capital. I went through cohort 2. I was in Blue Startups cohort 6. I'm also a GAN accelerated company, Global Accelerated Network, with Hank Rogers, founder of Tetris, also lead investment arm at Blue Planet, running Blue Startups along Hawaii for travel tourism. These are all accessible to you through f6s.com. We're also going to talk about that today. But getting into more of the augmented reality component, I'm going to show you guys a little video.
And first of all, since I shared my little story when Apple really shook our business up, and Jay, what was your perspective at that time? You were reporting on the time a lot at that time, right?
Yeah, and my first.
Hold on one second. I'm going to put a speaker on this because you guys need to hear this because this affected all of you guys. I'm just going to pair my Bluetooth real quick. I want to show you guys this. I think this is important to know. Plus, I can take a little break.
And first of all, since I shared my little story when Apple really shook our business up, and Jay, what was your perspective at that time? You were reporting on a lot at that time, right?
Yeah, and I first heard about Metaio in 2009 when they sent me this little old Nokia phone, this game that they created called Zombie Shooter.
Oh, you got a volume thing back there? No, he's gonna look at me first. Here. Oh, is there was working?
You would shoot, so I was sitting there and
I heard it.
I had seen it.
You guys want to turn the volume on here? No? Alright, well,
Their own platform for
I got the keyboard right here.
making magazines become.
Because I want you guys to hear this.
I think they're getting something.
And this will wrap it up for us. Yeah.
Can I ask questions while they're looking at the?
You're gonna confuse me, I got ADHD back. Let me focus on the script, I didn't take any medication.
Probably not, but
Yeah. Hold on one second, guys. This is why I bring it. Alright, that should be.
journalistic move I ever made, you know, it didn't become a big story, but I didn't want, I was passionate about their technology, honestly, and I didn't want to cause any waves. And I kind of let that one go. I let that one get away, you know, but I knew it was going to be covered anyway. So, honestly, when I was reporting a lot on AR over the last 5 years, I found this to be what I consider one of the leaders. So, now Apple made a smart move in acquiring Apple, or acquiring an industry leader.
Sorry, guys.
I've watched them a long time. They made a good choice.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you guys think? Is it going to be beneficial or harmful to the AR industry that Apple now steps into?
I actually think it's going to be very useful. Who remembers 2008 when the App Store launched? Apps like iFart, iDear, Make Me Rich, you know, very silly apps, but they weren't some of the first few apps to go into the store. And what's really cool about it is Apple had a huge following behind it. So these cheesy apps are being published and they're being downloaded by millions, right? Except for the
You guys come up closer to you too. I know it's hard to hear, but I can't. This is Nvidia and TechCrunch up here. This is Cologne, Germany.
Back then it was transitioning from .movie extension to websites and actual apps. So what I see in personally is like companies more we're going to see some really kind of gimmicky fun apps for the first few months. I truly believe it's like the iOS 11 drops this fall. Easier processor, you're going to see really rich experiences on there. And I think what you're going to see is and the developers are still going to try to fumble around to find out what the use cases are out there. And I really suspect maybe about a half year in after iOS 11 drops on my phone, we're going to start to see meaningful apps, right? Like Facebook and Instagram. Definitely didn't go, full native in 2008, right? Instagram didn't really exist back then, yet they dominate the app stores today. So I truly believe with enough time and Apple stays persistent, pushing the whole dial moving forward and opening up new services and making it easy for developers to come in, the use cases will eventually flow into those that code, and we'll start to see those experiences in the apps that we all listeners are going to see. So it'll be a bit of a learning process. I think it's going to be a lot of fun along the way. It's going to be just like the early days of the App Store. We're going to see those types of apps. People we see the apps really catch hold and stay here now.
And where we're at, sorry, like, can you describe what Candy Lab does? Like, and how you set up your infrastructure and you take infrastructure to prevent yourself?
Good learning lesson. Just about the industry.
I'm actually very glad for Apple AR Kit, right? I think it's better frameworks for companies like us that have built like a 9-axis sensor fusion engine that deploys AR content to GPS locations and then beacon locations, build our own APIs and a real-time delivery system. And we've been really happy to do the best we can with the limitations, not so much of the sensors of the device, but with the processor and the memory and what the phones are able to do. If you guys get a chance to go online, we've been publishing location-based AR apps since the iPhone 4 was out. And back then, we really had to beg the agencies and the brands to allow us to bring AR into the campaigns. And we were told, we're just going to walk around with a phone up like this. You're going to trip over sidewalks, you're going to walk into cars, and all of this stuff. So, and the second part was when they launch a campaign, ask to work on everybody's phones, which includes Android devices as well. So back then, in 2012, at St. Louis actually, SDL 250 was our first iOS and Android app that we launched into the city of St. Louis, Missouri, which guided people to 250 site locations and collected these cakes and augmented reality. Talked about the cake, gave them an offer to a nearby business. And it was really during that time we realized we have to give the money back to the customer if it doesn't work on all of the Android devices out there and work on all of the iOS devices. At the time it was 4 or 5. So we figured out a way to kind of smooth out the engine, dumb it down a little bit so it could run for everyone. And that's when we really started to notice more interest for our company to kind of come up through the ranks by kind of smoothing it out for both those platforms. But now with the Apple
Something so
ARK,
simple like that, you can smooth something out for an iPhone and an Android phone. You can just be the one to do it. That's what actually makes it catch. Something so simple. Like, it could take you guys like 2 days to do. It could like influence a whole industry.
Are able to really thrive in these new frameworks because we can add new features that Metaio, may not have allowed those like us to use in the past. Now Apple's going to allow us to have access to that, and because we have a very specific use case, and companies like ours, I'm not the only one, there's a few of us that have been specifically working on a very specific use case, can look at what features that we know we can make our own engines better, make our own value adds better, and we can kind of push forward for that, opening it up to the agency so that they won't have to wait the 4 to 6 months for the developers to really kind of get an idea of what the good use cases
This
are.
is 8 months
And
old, by the way, the
not try
video.
developers, because the consumers.
It's still 8 months
guys,
old.
and if we really don't know what you want yet, we have to really make our best guesses. The last panelist was talking about being really frustrated with technology. Well, and then I heard another panelist say, well, it's a two-way street. Well, it's going to be the same way here with this AR stuff. But there's enough, there's enough available in the AR kit now where a novice developer can really start to learn and make those meaningful apps. Like I said, it's just going to take a few months.
Thanks.
I want to say that I was a fan of the iFart app, so I didn't want to hear you like
You
that.
guys remember that?
Thank you, TechCrunch.
Idiots.
So I think many people agree that it will add value once Apple goes into AR fully. If not for their own ecosystem, then for the other parts of the ecosystem where companies like Magic Leap, for example, who've been in stealth mode forever, they haven't released the product yet and they're still integrated in the billions. So those kind of companies will be driven to finally make their move when Apple pushes them. So that's definitely helpful for the whole ecosystem.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about the ecosystem from your point of view right now in AR and what the activities are from OEMs?
So it's probably my personal opinion. NVIDIA as a company is more invested in virtual reality, but we see virtual reality as kind of the next computing platform. And when you think about applications in augmented reality, then the step isn't that far away. So that you get to use the same pipelines, for example. You have the same kind of render processes that you can use both in virtual reality and in augmented reality. So whoever comes up with a good solution, they're going to need processing power. And NVIDIA as a company provides that, even though we haven't any products announced in augmented reality at the moment, we're still taking a look at all the interesting things that are happening in Europe and on the other side.
Was it the
That was NVIDIA's thing. My personal opinion is augmented reality is going to be an even more pervasive technology than virtual reality. Virtual reality allows you to go on a field trip, to take a look at whatever the ruins of Machu Picchu, or just take a step out of your normal world. Whereas augmented reality, I think everybody really knows this, just enhances your life.
Did you guys catch what my colleague just said here?
Stop. I don't know why.
Transporting
Kind of
people
like disconnects.
to other
Yeah,
destination
put it to-
places in a virtual reality
record again.
environment.
So it's not.
Imagine travel and tourism. You mail out these Google cardboards to people. Those cardboards back there, guys, you order them by the thousand, they get down to $3.25. So you're looking at just $4,000 hard spend on the devices.